The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
Raider Nation, Sean Payton had some key comments regarding the Raiders draft plans back in April. I'm going to play that on the screen right here.
So our concern right behind us were the Raiders, and then it was like, well, call the Raiders and tell them we might want to move back to see if.
Yeah.
And so there was this. They didn't want to move up, and then there's that minute you wait, and then we'll stay put, and the Jets make their pick, and then here we are.
What was the reaction like in the draft room?
It was outstanding. It was outstanding. It was.
Did you see it? It was amazing. They were cheering.
I mean,
somebody in the building told me though, because this thing was kept under wraps. Like I'm
Yeah, we
telling you,
didn't-
as somebody who was digging on
when
this
did you
story.
know?
So essentially what Sean Payton was saying is that the Broncos, it was always their intention to draft Bo Nix at that number 12 slot. And they had called the Raiders and Tom Telesco, who we're going to get into a little bit later, to see what their plans were, if they were interested in trading up for a quarterback. And from what Sean Payton said, they never had any plan to move up for a quarterback in the NFL draft, which in all honesty is a massive mistake in our opinion by Tom Telesco, because we've talked about it on this podcast. When you're going into the season with Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell, that's not a sustainable plan, and that's not a good plan if you're really interested in winning and you're in win now mode. And so when you look at the guys who are available, I think we could have traded up for Michael Penix, who there was a slot at number 7 we could have traded up for with the Tennessee Titans to jump in front of the Falcons, as well as Bo Nix. We could have traded up with the Jets, who they wanted Olu Fashanu, and they could have picked him at number 13. And so there were a lot of good quarterbacks on the board that we just flat out missed on, which, Rashawn, you want to get into it?
Yeah, I think the number one man to blame in this situation is Tom Telesco. I said it since the beginning. Tom Telesco was a failure with the Chargers. Sure, he built that roster, but what did they win? They won nothing. And now coming here and rolling with Gardner Minshew as a 2-year, $25 million man, in addition to the rookie who won 5 games last year, Aiden O'Connell. You said it actually earlier on in the podcast. You said it that if we're rolling with those two guys going into next season, we're going to be in trouble. And I don't think, I think you hit the nail on the head with that one. And, I don't know if viewers will remember, obviously pods from, way back when, from 6-7 months ago, but we've really hit, on a lot of these takes, leading up to this point. Tom Telesco, not knowing what he's doing. Clearly he's showing that right now, with everything going on with the possible, Devontae Adams situation. Devontae's not happy that we didn't get a quarterback. And that's the biggest problem. Your number one guy, if he's not happy, or even if, you guys think he is with Gardner Minshew, I mean, do you think he's happier with a player like Gardner Minshew, or he's happier with a player like Aaron Rodgers? It's just like you guys can say, oh, Gardner Minshew, yeah, he loves him. He loves his spiral, whatever he likes catching it. Yeah, but it's not like catching Aaron Rodgers' spiral or even catching Derek Carr's spiral for that matter. But, I think Tom Telesco is the guy to blame here overall. I think he just doesn't know what he's doing. And, he showed that with the Chargers, and he's showing that now.
Yeah, another thing I wanted to add too is when you look at how well Bo Nix is playing, it hurts us as Raider fans that all these quarterbacks in the draft, the focus was around Jaden Daniels, which I think was a dumb move because there was never a chance we were going to get Jaden Daniels. And I don't know why AP, just because he was with him at Arizona State, we had no chance to trade up all the way to number 2 overall, which, when you look at the quarterbacks like Penix and Bo Nix, who have played really well during preseason, Bo Nix looks like he's scrambling around, making all these plays. He's mobile. He has a good arm. And I don't know how the Raiders just missed this. shout out to Raider Scout. They only visited with Bo Nix twice in the pre-draft process, which I have no idea why that happened when he's a top 12 pick in the NFL draft and you're not doing your due diligence on that player who it looks like right now it's early, I know that, but he looks like he's going to be a Pro Bowl quarterback in the future. And we just flat out whiffed on Bo Nix. And the Broncos got him conveniently. And so in our division, it looks like there's three Pro Bowl level quarterbacks, and we're again left at the altar with Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew, which is not acceptable and it's not a winning formula in the NFL. And so,
Yeah. Raider Nation, continue to follow us throughout the season. We're getting in, to the last few weeks before kickoff against the San Diego Chargers in week 1 over in SoFi Stadium, which they're conveniently renting out from the Los Angeles Rams. But yeah, subscribe, comment, tell us what you think about Tom Telesco. Our opinion on Tom Telesco, especially mine. I just don't know that he knows what he's doing. But yeah, thanks for, hanging with us, and we'll catch you in the next video.